Karibu sana. Where are you watching from? Faye Fancy, how are you? How are you? Where are you watching from? Shiro? All right. Viresh? When you come, please tell me where you're watching from. J-O-J-O-Na. Miss Njogu. Mr. Vados is in Kitui. Uganda is there representing Kiambu town by Omosh. Hey, how are you? Meru, Nairobi is there by Stacey. Mutesa, how are you? When you come, please do the tap tap. Some of you already know how to do it. Thank you so much for the tap tap. Nairobi is here. Busia is here. Thank you for the tap tap. Dubai is tuned. Poland is tuned. Lodwa. Lots of love. Mombasa. Thank you guys for the tap tap. Thank you for the tap tap. If you do that, we'll get our numbers quickly and start our show. If you do the tap tap, we get the numbers, we get doing with our show, get going. There's a topic I want to talk about, sir. Please tell me about it. Watching from Gulu, Uganda. Very good. Corridor, we usually do it with 200. When you get to 200, we start our topic. Virginia, how are you? Are you done the tap tap? People are doing the tap tap. Corridor, thank you for the tap tap. I can see it. You're doing it very well. Katutu, this is Gladys. Gladys, I see you. Masabit, Ajaber, I see you. All right, Masabit, our 2 Facebook pages. Let me see the page on Quartz, whether guys are live. Yata Finis, watching live from Pipeline. Mercy Chep, thank you. Mombasa. Thank you so much, guys. We are almost there. Our numbers are almost full now. Thank you, thank you. Just a few more. Thank you for the tap tap. Yvonne from Gutani Mwingi. Thank you, Yvonne. Following from Cameroon. J Bricks. Thank you, Uganda. Marilyn. Thank you so much. Issa, you joined. Thank you for the tap tap. And there we have our numbers. There we have our numbers. I want to give you a topic today. Today I want to tell you how to predict that you're marrying a successful person, a growth-minded person, a person with whom you can grow into greatness. How to predict whether you are choosing the person who can accommodate the good life you want to build. Some people, they'll become the weapon fashioned against you. You cannot succeed when you're married to them. They will oppose it. They will refuse to support you. Christine Dominic, how are you, Christine? I see you on Facebook. How to predict that you're marrying a person with whom you can grow into success, who can accommodate abundance and the life you want to build. How do you tell whether the person can handle money, abundance, wealth, success, and they contain themselves, they don't destroy it, scatter it. We have our conference 2 Saturdays from now. It's on Utali Hotel. It's called Hearts and Wallets. Do you have your ticket yet? It's how to navigate love while building wealth. Our conference on Hearts and Wallets is on Utali Hotel 2 Saturdays from now, 8th November. 8th November, Utali Hotel, or virtually from all over the world. You can attend from wherever you are. Get your tickets on benjaminzuluglobal.com. Come we meet. To be a changing experience, a life-changing experience. Some of these opportunities, they change your life and they don't come every day. 8th November, 2 Saturdays from now. Do you have your ticket ready? Are you coming? How many people already have your ticket? Let me know. So, today I want to tell you how to know whether the person you are playing around with, you're considering, can handle the future you want to build. Sometimes the person you choose becomes the obstacle that you cannot go and find life. They cannot sit with a goal that you're building. They cannot contain the greatness you're trying to gather together. There are 2 books about building. This is a package on building, Mastery and Millionaire Moves. These books help you to build wealth. They are called Personal Success Package. And they are only 4,000. This set will help you build your wealth and go to the farthest you can go in your life. Get that set. If you're under 25, get Young Visionary and Dreams Before Dating. This will help you greatly if you're under 25. It will help you to reach where you're going without being distracted. When you're young, you're very vulnerable. I hope you know that. You're very vulnerable. And by just saying, I am going far is not enough. You must have backup, enough information. If you're dating, in your dating season, we have these 2 books, 3 books, set of this book, 3 books, before you say I do, Lasting Love and Dating Right. This set will help you build the love that lasts. And then if you are healing the toxic relationships and healing your inner self, these are the books you need. This one will help you to heal and build the life that you need. All the men are buying very quickly this book called The Gentleman's Playbook to tell you how gentlemen behave, how they win at life. What are the signs and predictors that that woman, that man can go with you to the big life you're trying to build? Number 1 is that they are intrinsically motivated. They are not waking early because of pressure from work. They are not performing their work because boss is watching them. They are not appearing on time because there are consequences. They don't need deadlines to finish their work. Intrinsically motivated. You see them are showing up at the right places even when the motivation is not there. You can count on them to keep the time they mentioned even when motivation has waned. This may appear like a small trait, but it plays out to be one of the worst weaknesses that holds people back over time in small bits and pieces. A person who needs the group to be doing something for them to do it, who needs other people to wake up so that they can wake up, who needs other people to clap so they can do what they need to do, that person who has no intrinsic motivation will drain your success. They will work on bare minimum, earn bare minimum, hang by a thread. They will live their life on hanging by a thread. A person who lacks intrinsic motivation cannot accommodate greatness because greatness requires periods of boredom when there is no motivation. A person who shows up routinely and religious and consistently without anybody clapping for them, without the results showing yet. A person who just shows up and does what needs to be done. Intrinsically motivated people are so joy to work with. You plan and they follow through. You mention things, they get them done. They carry themselves to the work, to the site. They show up. There's no better people to work with, like intrinsically motivated. But they are so few. And for you to know them, you must understand this trait. Don't marry a woman who needs to be psyched every day to wake up early and go to what she needs to do. Who needs to be reminded to keep time. Marry a man. Find a man who keeps his routines, his commitments, even when the excitement is no longer there. A person intrinsically motivated will build greatness with time. Because of their consistency and steadiness and reliability, customers will trust them. Employers will trust them. People give them money. People give them opportunities. They will show up the right places and they'll be given chances. A person who is intrinsically motivated is unstoppable. Over time, they open doors that were obviously otherwise not available. They will be relied on. There will a reputation for dependability, and they'll be given opportunities even when they are not a genius. They can be counted on to show up in class. They can be trusted that the school will not be left alone. They can be left to the business and they will not go away drinking. They'll not overdrink, then Monday they're not at work. They'll not get salary, then they disappear to Mombasa. They don't lose their sanity just because they got some money. People who are intrinsically motivated are the real deal for greatness. Can you develop intrinsic motivation? Yes, you can. You can work on it. You can decide that you're going to be self-driven and you're going to acclimatize with boredom. Even when it's boring, you wake up and do your thing. That's how you do it. Set goals. When an adjustment is necessary, adjust consciously. But don't quit on things just because they're uncomfortable. Master Kago, you are saying you are here. Thank you, Master Kago. Muniki Songe, you are here on Facebook. Thank you so much. The second trait to know that the person you're marrying, you can predict they're headed for greatness, is when they operate with goals rather than impulse. A person who can budget how much they'll spend, and even if there are discounts and whatever, they don't exceed their budgets. A person who can set a goal and they go at it whether there are people coming with them or not. A person who have dreams written down, clear purposes for their future. You think that's a simple thing, right? Most people can tell you where they're going next year. They're going day by day, they're taking life as it comes. They spend the money they get, they go with the mood, they do what guys are doing, they're waiting to see how the day, I wait to see how the day will unfold. I'll tell you, to depend on how I'll be feeling. Let me watch how the week will turn out. I'll tell you, it will depend. They have no goal, no dreams. They do not speak to their morning. It says in Psalm, to command your morning, Psalm 130. Is it 133 or 139? One of the Psalms there. You can command your morning. Some people don't command their year, don't command their morning, don't command their month. You need a person who has set goals. Even marriage and dating is goal-oriented. They don't just get in love because they found a person they like. They're not impulsive like that. Yes, are they flexible when opportunities appear and when circumstances change? Yes, they're flexible. But even when they're flexible with a plan. They still adopt it to the larger goal. They don't just spend money. Somebody borrowed money, they cried. You had the money you are saving for a goal. And then somebody comes, cries to them, they give it all away. No. You have a person who has a goal, a target. They operate with it. If you hear a person who is reaching the goal, reaching their target, you know, somebody is reaching their target, who is reaching for their goal, who is organizing their finances around what they want, whose money is already allocated where it will go before it even comes. That person is going very far. Goal-driven, living on targets. They're not carried by impulses and whims because there is this wave. They go window shopping, spree, wasting. No. That cannot go far, and they will not allow you to go far. Do people grow? Yes, but you need to see the fundamental goal orientation. The fundamental operation by targets. If it's not there, you cannot instill it. Gifiti Sawamba, you're following on Facebook. Thank you. That's how you know when this person promises to marry you, says their goal is marriage, they mean it. That's how you can trust them to keep their word. But if they just liked you, drew closer because it was emotional, the connection was wonderful, but then later they tell you, you know, I never thought about marriage, I'm not ready, then they ghost you. When you date people, don't date on a target, on a goal, on a dream. That's why they ghost you, they drop you. Find out whether the person is intentional about where they're trying to take their life, where this is going. They're not just emotional. Okay? You need a person who is goal-oriented. Let me pick a few questions here. When is our conference? 8th November, 2 Saturdays from now. 8th November at Utali Hotel. And it is on Hearts and Wallets, How to Navigate Love While Building Wealth. We have tickets remaining. Do you have your ticket? You can also attend virtually from where you are, anywhere in the world. Now shoot your question. He told me my lifestyle is too expensive atafute pesa kwanza. When people tell you you're too expensive, it's just another way of saying they're not the one for you. Don't force things. Appreciate the feedback and move on. Appreciate the feedback and move on. All right. Let me see. Instagram, I'm looking for your questions. Moving on is difficult. Read Healing Your Inner Self to Commence Your Best Life and combine it with Healing Your Inner Self to Commence Your Best Life and the Toxic Relationship. Na mtu anafuatilia every achievement and he talks rude on the comment. No. I don't want to hear talking about rude people in your life. Don't you have boundaries yourself? Why are you entertaining them? How do you detach from a guy who had ghosted you before but keeps on texting me? You just block and move on, my friend. If someone is engaged but tell you he have a change of mind by wanting to build you, no. Leave people who are taken alone, please. Somebody talking about girls and mubaba. I don't talk about private prostitution. A woman says she had a mubaba, now she wants to settle. What if he blocks and unblocks? You block completely. You should not even know whether he has unblocked. I don't know what's wrong with people. Have your own standards, my friend. Again, men, I told you, if you see a girl who has been selling her body to older men, what kind of mentality does she have? Before she can say, oh, she had a mubaba, she wanted to settle. Now she wants to settle. Settle with who? Settle with the same mubabas. Choices have consequences. You are not safe dealing with a person who has been selling their body for money. You are not safe until they have undergone transformation for a couple of years, for a period of time. Don't think you can be safe with them. One day they will lack money again, and they know that's a way out. They are used to themselves. They have accustomed themselves to selling their body for money. That is prostitution. Even if the society is giving it another name, like mobaba or whatever, prostitution. That person will always see that as an option. Is it possible to raise and set standards after a toxic relationship? Yes, it is, and you should. Get this healing in yourself and attend our conference on 8th. What if your husband cheats on you and umemzalia, what can I do? Na ukimuuliza anakasirika. Just because you have children with a person does not mean they should abuse you to depression and death, bring you diseases through infidelity. Work on your healing and start your own life. Particularly if they're not apologetic. There's no marriage there, my friend. They'll send you to an early grave. Don't get into marriage when you don't have strength to get out of it. Every time people talk when they're overwhelmed, saying, you know, how can I get out? It's not easy. It's not easy. But you must have a life and stamina to get out when you are abused. How to deal with apologetic? I don't know what you mean by apologetic husband. There's a problem with English. Do you want to write in Swahili? Don't know what you mean by apologetic husband. My husband of 7 years has been jobless for almost 2 years. Should I continue taking care of him? If he is putting effort, that's just a passage. If he is putting effort and doing whatever he can. Jobless does not mean idle. He tries to do something. That is not a problem. The problem is when somebody is not putting effort, they're idle, they've just gotten comfortable. There's a problem there. My friend wants to marry, but his parents have refused the lady, saying they are from the same clan. Make your decision as a man. This world will not always approve you. Your parents have already done their marriage. Let them advise you, but they should not decide for you. Okay? If you want that woman, insist and marry them. If you think it's okay. After all, you may never find another one you love, and you're going to get bitter. What does it mean when I dream of meeting the president? I don't know. Please ask your spiritual advisor. If you have watched the president a lot on TV, you may dream with them. Some of these dreams don't have meaning. They're just a reflection of what you've been going through. But I'm not ruling out. There are experts in interpreting dreams, considering the circumstances of your life. What if when you have work, he wants all your salary and have provide for familia, what can I do? That's not a question. He does not provide, he just wants your money. You know the answer, my friend. You don't have a husband there. Don't have a man there. Just have a user. Such a plain thing. Was it hard? People live in denial so much. People love denial. You don't deal with unapologetic people. They hurt you and they don't apologize. You don't deal. Stop them from being in your life. Simple as that. All right. All right, let me pick a few more questions. I didn't confront him after I cheated. Now he thinks I'm cheating too. You didn't confront. Why didn't you? Make your choice, please. I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, Pierre, I'm not someone that can build wealth with. Kutafuta najua, but money management are terrible at it. Is it okay if I depend on the lady to implement on that? No, Master Cargo, you cannot depend on the woman because your habits will still get in the way. You will still borrow the money again to take it to your needs. Master Cargo, get these 2 books, Millionaire Moves and Mastery, Psychology of Personal Success. You need to be as mature as the woman because you need to think together, to dream together about what you're going for. No, you must also grow, bro. You must grow. What makes a person not to be emotionally attached to anyone? It can be pain. Work on your healing, please. And attend our 8th November conference on how to navigate love while building wealth. My husband working, me working, but when I want to build ourselves, he say he don't have money. You need to do counseling, both of you, and decide on your goals. How can I develop money saving habits? Is there a book for it? Yes. Thank you for asking. Millionaire Moves and Mastery. These 2, they will help you a lot. These 2 will help you. Sucre, get these 2. My husband, okay, somebody. All right. Our conference is 8th November, 2 Saturdays from now. And I'll be hoping to see you there. This issue of my husband comes when smelling other women and he talks rude. We are married. Rude. Smelling other women. Do your own investigation and make your decisions. Queen B. We cannot come and carry you, okay? You're watching red flags in front of you and you... No. How can I get those books? Baby Tigun, we can send them to where you are, inbox, or click benjaminzuluglobal.com. We can ship, but you can also get them